What's up, everybody? It's Jrock Oni coming at you today. We're going to be playing Pillars of Eternity. This is a cool game from everything I've heard about it. It was Kickstarter backed. It was made by Obsidian, which is a studio I really enjoy. Like New Vegas is one of my favorite games of all time. And Obsidian made that. They also made the old Fallout games, which I've played some of. I haven't fully beaten Fallout 1 and 2. But I really like them, and I like this kind of RPG style. It's isometric, which means it's like a top-down view. It's a lot of decision-making, a lot of story, a lot of that, and a lot of reading. And, oh boy, it's a lot of reading. But we'll power through it. But I like it because it's an old-school, just big old RPG. So, bunch of fun, bunch of choices, bunch of decisions. And apparently the story is really good, and they tell it really well. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to see what they can do with it. So let's hop into it. Let's not mess around too much. Let's see what we got. Okay, new game settings. Easy difficulty requires minimal micromanagement. Easily forgives. Nah, we're gonna do normal. Forgives a few mistakes. Whatever. Trial of Iron. Only one save file is kept the entire playthrough. Yeah, no, that's a terrible idea for an LP. Players killed, the files deleted? No, absolutely not. Expert mode disables the number of helpers featured in these games. Yeah, we don't need that. We're gonna just do normal. And let's start. Soulbound items gain additional powers. The wielder mirrors specific requirements. The item's description always lists the next requirement. Oh, meets, not mirrors. I can't read. So there's weapons in this game that gain new powers as you play? Or do what you have to do to make it? That sounds sick.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night. Their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Wait, if the tree just collapsed in the street, well, road, why don't we just move it? We have 5 caravans of people. You get 20 guys, you can move a stump, I figure. But whatever. I'm sick anyway, so I guess they need to. Wait, what am I sick with? Oh no. Do I have the Ebola? I hope not. This is gonna be a short-ass game if I do. Male? The place of men in society varies from culture to culture. Cultures like Adir and the Drywood place men at the forefront of military politics and heavy labor. Among the tribes of Nasatik, men perform many of the homesteading and organization duties. In Irgalfath, and oh god, these words, and Ixmelt, men and women have more fluid social roles. In all societies, there are exceptions to the rule, and men can be found in a wide variety of stations and professions. Okay. I like your hairstyle, sir. You know what? We're gonna rock this look just because of that hair. Alright, female. Why did they decide you're gonna be a black guy? That's kinda weird. Alright, woman's role in Eora is largely dependent on where she's from, so I guess Eora's Earth. In the Adir Empire, Valen Republic, and Drywood, women occupy many domestic, educational, and organizational roles. They are the primary hunters and soldiers and leaders of the tribes of Nastic. In Irgalfath and Ixmaltil, women and men are more fluid social roles. In all societies, there are exceptions to the rule. Women can be found in a wide variety of states and professions. So, you can be whatever you want. She has giant boobs, by the way. Just look at that side profile. Outstanding. We're gonna be a dude though. And so basically, they're saying, oh, there's general stereotypes, but you can be whatever you want to be. It's not a big deal. Okay, humans, commonly called folk, are the most common race in the Drywood and Adir Empire. Old Valatia and the Valatian republics, though not as large as the towering Alma, humans are known for their strength and willpower. So I get Resolve +1 and Might +1. Resolve reflects a character's internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and the emotional intensity they can project on others. It can be useful for mental intimidation, leadership, and convincing performances. In combat, it helps characters maintain concentration. Okay, so Resolve is probably important. And Might means just how strong you are. Spiritual strength. Huh. That's interesting. So if you want to be a strong mage, you want high might. That's different. What are you? It's a thing from Avatar. Okay, so you're one of those Na'vi dudes. The mighty Alma are the largest of the Kith races, and are commonly found in or near the oceans. Though not truly aquatic, they have an affinity for water, and many of their civilizations, such as Rautai, are based on naval dominance. They are known for their unparalleled strength. So, big, blue, strong people who like the water. Dwarf. Good God. By virtue of land covered and number of colonies settled, dwarves are the most well-traveled race in the world. They are commonly found in the Drywood, the Valen Republic, and almost any colonized land. Dwarves are known for their great strength and tenacity. Might +2, dexterity -1, constitution +1. So wait, hold up. The Alma gets might +2. The dwarf gets might +2. Does that mean dwarves are as strong as Alma? Elves the dominant race in Ir-Galfath, and the white that wins are extremely common in the Drywood. Is that a tribe? The white that wins in Drywood and Adir. Elves are known for their speed and intelligence, as well as commonly isolationist nature. Dex and perception bonus. Orlin is something I'm not gonna ever play as. What is this fuzzy little munchkin thing? It's a frickin' furry that grows up, I guess. What are those toys called? The 90s? Furbies? Looks like one of those. Just grown up, I guess. Okay, we're not gonna be a Furby. What are you? What are you guys supposed to be? Orlins are the smallest of the Kith races, though many cultures don't consider them to be civilized at all. Also noted for their large ears, two-toned skin, and hirsute bodies, Orlins are commonly found in Ir-Galfath, the Ixmatil Plains, and parts of the Drywood. They are known for their mental intensity and sharp senses. -1 might, +2 perception, +1 resolve. Oh my god. I'm just imagining these things being real. Just imagine freaking things the size of toddlers, just covered in fur, walking around your house. Terrifying. Godlike. Wait, their actual name is Godlike? That's awesome. The Godlikes are children of the Kith. Civilized races, which I already kind of figured out, who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods, though some do not consider it a blessing. These aspects take many forms and often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical. Godlikes are unable to wear protective headgear, as it's near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature and their inability to reproduce, Godlikes are often viewed with fear and wonder. So if you're a Godlike, you have superpowers, but you'll never have kids. So like mutants out of X-Men, I guess. But wait. Yeah, you couldn't really put a helmet on that. Unless it was one of those helmets that like just don't cover the top or something? That's a weird in-game contrivance. That's probably where you can make a hat for this guy. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but I assume a dedicated enough blacksmith would. Okay, next. What kind of person do I want to be? Ocean folk are Kalbandra, originated near the equator on the other side of the globe and are currently the most widespread human groups in the region. But they have also migrated to the far reaches of the world. Ocean folk are the dominant culture in the Valatian republics and are most common in the Drywood. Fighting spirit. Once per encounter, 5 seconds after being reduced below 50% endurance, folk temporarily gain bonuses to accuracy and damage. That sounds useful. What did metal folk get? So that's what a white person is. So you can be a white guy, you can be a black guy, or a savannah folk, which is I don't know what you're supposed to be. Hispanic. Savannah folk come originally from just south of the equator, and with the exception of some groups that migrated north, have remained in the same location for over 10,000 years. The name Natlan literally means original. While quite common in the Red Kira, Savannah folk are not usually seen in the Drywood and the Valatian Republic. So all humans get this fighting spirit perk. And what are the metal folk? The most common humans in the Drywood, the metal folk, or Tertian, have lived in the area for almost 2,000 years. Metal folk traditionally live at the edges of elven forests, working in the open plains, hence their name. Most humans in the Drywood are Tertian. Well, we're travelers, and they started us off brown anyway. So we're gonna just stick with being the brown guy. That sounds fun. Next step. What kind of class do I want to be? Fighters form the front line of disciplined armies across the Eastern Reach. Though they are most commonly found in cultures with an organized martial structure, fighters can also be encountered as wandering mercenaries, bodyguards, and other types of sellswords. The common element that unifies fighters is their heavy focus on endurance and melee fighting. Starting abilities, constant recovery, fighters continually regenerate endurance at a moderate rate during combat. That sounds super useful, I just heal all the time. What's a barbarian got? Really crappy clothes. Brutes, madmen, berserkers. Though city-dwelling people often use the term barbarian with a dose of disrespect, these rural warriors are respected by their communities for their ferocity and fearsome presence. On the battlefield, barbarians have a special, almost religious role in some cultures, but in many places, the undisciplined, fearless style of the barbarian is simply how warriors conduct themselves. Carnage. When barbarians hit with melee attacks, they automatically make reduced damage attacks all other enemies within a short distance of the target. So I get athletics +2 and survival +1, endurance 48 +16 level, very high endurance, very high health, average accuracy, low deflection. So if I'm a barbarian, every attack I make will kind of hit other people too. And if I'm a fighter, let's see. Athletics, lore, survival. Average endurance, high health, very high accuracy, and very high deflection. I want to make basically a damage dealing warrior. That's what I want to build. So, let me see, 48, I feel like barbarian might be more useful. I don't know though. Endurance 6. I have low deflection though, so I can't take a lot of hits probably. 42. So let's look at the starting. 42 for that, and for this one it's 48. This is higher health. At least I think it's higher health overall. Yeah, the barbarian has higher health. That's weird. So maybe the barbarian's the more of a tank, but this one constantly heals himself, which is probably a better tank ability. Let's look at the other ones and just decide. Chanter. Get an axe. Cool. In every culture across Eora, there are chanters. Many historians consider chanters to be the most ancient workers of magic. Their hollowed phrases stirring in the collection of memory of wayward souls around them, compelling them to generate magical effects in a kind of reenactment. In some societies, chanters form organized groups of storytellers and researchers, but in most parts of the world, they're just a time-honored part of local folk tradition. So they get phase chants. All characters can continuously speak chants made up of magic phrases. Phrases produce passive effects and help build a character's power until they can use an invocation. An invocation. Powerful magical effects that characters can create after they have spoken the required number of phrases through their chant. So he gets a boost to lore, and mechanics, and other stuff. What's a cipher? That sounds sick. Recently discovered the Eastern Reach. Ciphers who were once called Prishlaquin, mine hunters, by the Galfathans. Ciphers have the ability to directly contact and manipulate another person's soul and psyche, using an ally or enemy's essence and focus of their magic. Though most ciphers are still found in the Eastern Reach, practitioners of the technique have spread throughout the known world. They are gaining acceptance over time, but generally distrusted, and especially by the uneducated. So let's see Cypher's abilities. Cyphers can directly target allies and enemies with powerful soul-focused effects. These powers cost focus, which Cyphers build through the use of their soul whip. Strength, lower mechanics, so not as much health. They have really low health. Let's see, Druid. Oh, he gets a scimitar and a tiny shield. That's dope. Animist at heart, Druids tap into the spirit power of flow, with spiritual power that flows through the simple living things of Eora. Plants, animals, and sometimes even living stone. While not necessarily religious, Druids do have a reverence for the natural world and a keen interest in understanding its mysteries. In most cultures, Druids are understood as a sort of primal magician. But amongst the Galafathans, Nascitique, and many rural cultures, they have high positions of influence and authority. So, Spirit Shift? All Druids have mastered one animal form. These forms give the Druid strong melee abilities and grant an additional power while the Druid is shifted. Whoops. Spells. Druids have access to a variety of offensive and some support-oriented spells. Every 2 levels, Druids automatically gain access to an additional set of spells. Initially, these spells can be cast a limited number of times per rest. As Druids gain power, their weaker spells eventually shift to per encounter. Okay, so how magic works, I guess, is you can only do it so many times before you need to take a nap. But if you level up high enough, you can just do it all the time. Alright, that's cool. What's a monk got going? A really nice shirt. And that is all. Monks belong to a variety of fighting orders that have sprung up in the Ixmaltil and Eastern Reach over the past few centuries. While many monastic orders can trace their teachings to the enduring founder, Teltak, individual organizations vary greatly in their focus, morality, and ethics. Common folk respect the incredible discipline of monks, but see them as odd, unpredictable bunch who may not be entirely sane. Even mercenaries and other adventurers aren't sure what to make of them. Starring ability, transcendent suffering. While monks have no weapons equipped, their unarmed attacks are exceptionally powerful and continue to increase in damage as they gain levels. So, monks never need a weapon. Wounds. As the monks are damaged, their pain generates wounds. Wounds can be used to power many of the monk's special abilities. So, if you're a monk, you're a masochist, I guess. Well, I'm not into that. Paladins are martial zealots devoted to a god, a ruler, or even a way of life. What do you mean a way of life? How does being devoted to a ruler give you powers? If that was the case, America would be full of people with superpowers. That's different. That's kind of cool, because it's more than just, oh, I pray to Jesus all day, so now I have magic. It's, I really like this king. I can blow lightning out of my ass. That's really different, though. They can be found in any culture where a fanatical group of like-minded individuals have formed a war society dedicated to advancing their cause. Amongst those aligned to their worldview, paladins are viewed with respect and admiration, if a bit of fear. Many paladins holding leadership positions in armies and mercenary companies, but in the heat of battle their fanaticism often overrules the chain of command and common sense. Okay, so this game is admitting paladins are crazy. You think about any RPG ever, the paladin is probably the craziest person you ever meet. He's so devoted to God, or whatever, he's throwing lightning. Just think about the kind of guy who would do that in the real world. Yeah, that guy's a nut job. So, this game's like, no, you're a paladin, you have powers, but you're weird. I respect that. So, starting ability, faith and conviction. Paladins have an inherent bonus to all their defense. Over the course of the game, the value of their bonus may shift based on the reputation the paladin gains relative to the behavior that are preferred by his or her order. So, if you start acting like not how your religion or whatever is supposed to be, you become less good at being a paladin. That's cool. So, if you're a paladin, you have to act a certain way. Well, I'm not going to be a paladin. Priests are devotees to Eora's deities and practitioners of religious magic. While all priests dedicate themselves to specific gods, priests' powers actually deliver from their personal beliefs. In contrast to most paladins, priests tend to focus on philosophy, teaching, and the relationship of religious organizations with common folk. The reception of priests in any given part of the world depends largely on how their gods is revered or reviled by the people who live there. Starting ability is Holy Radiance. Generates a modest amount of endurance for allies around the priest. Any enemy vessel caught in the area takes burn damage. It may be frightened. Over the course of the game... click too far. Over the course of the game, the power of this ability may shift based on the reputation the priest gains relative to the behavior that are preferred by his or her deity. Spells. Priests have access to a variety of support and some offense-oriented spells. Every 2 levels, priests automatically gain access to an additional set of spells. Initially, their spells can be cast a limited number of times per rest. If priests gain power, they can do it more than once a day or whatever. So, priests like the opposite of paladins. Paladin is just a religious nut job. Priest is a guy who thinks about what his religion is. That's kind of an interesting distinction. I like it. What's a ranger do? He's got a bow, and that kind of cool suit again. Rangers are warriors of the woodlands and masters of the hunt, always partner with soul-bound animal companions that can be found in the wild spaces all over the world. Their lifestyle often tends towards independence and isolation. It's rare for rangers to become an integral part of a large fighting force, though they are often employed as scouts and guides. Starting ability, Animal Companion. All rangers share a strong bond with an animal companion. The companion fights at the ranger's command, and extremely valuable for its ability to run interference. Animal companions don't do much damage, but they have high damage reduction. The link between the ranger and the companion is powerful, and one goes down in battle, the other suffers as well. So, if I want to be a ranger, I better have a frickin' bear as a companion, because anything else sounds like it could cause a problem. My companion is Bunny Rabbit. Oh, you kicked it. I'm having a heart attack. Rogue. Wears the exact same clothes as the ranger. Rogues are vicious killers, feared for the brutality of their attacks. They can be found often in dark back alleys, the heart of the battlefield skirmishes. Though unpredictable and undisciplined, rogues are commonly used as shock troops, or as part of a surprise attack. Their withering attacks break the enemy's rank and morale. Rogues tend to congregate in larger numbers in cities when they can be steadily employed as mercenaries or hired muscle. Starting ability is called Sneak Attack. Sneak applies bonus damage to the rogue's range and melee weapon attacks with a... While the target has any of the following afflictions: blind, flanked, hobbled, paralyzed, petrified, prone, stunk, stunned, or weakened. Okay, so rogue can just murder you while you're not paying attention. And what's a wizard? The master of academic magic. Wizards are students of arcane tradition that stretch back beyond the boundaries of recorded history. Wizards are a highly organized group, often forming academies or guilds devoted to research and development in magical studies, and tend to favor environments where inquiry, experimentation, debate, and the dissemination? Oh, dissemination. Duh, I can't read. Of knowledge are encouraged. Many accomplished wizards eventually become known for their eccentricity, their egos, and their unquenchable interest in all things arcane and occult. So, your standard magic guy. Starting ability: Arcane Assault, mid-range attack that hits a small area for raw damage and can leave target dazed. Spells: they get spells every 2 levels. I get how that works now. Oh, never mind. This is what I get for just guessing. Wizards have access to a variety of offensive and personal defensive spells. Unlike priests and druids, wizards learn individual spells that they store in and cast directly from their grimoire. Grimoires can only hold 4 spells of each spell level, which motivates wizards to keep multiple grimoires for different needs. Every 2 levels, wizards gain access to an additional set of spells. However, they can automatically learn 1 spell at any level when they access each time they advance. Wizards also have the option of learning spells from grimoires they find or buy. Initially, their spells can be cast a limited number of times per rest. As wizards gain power, their weaker spells eventually shift to per encounter consumption. So, lore mechanics. Okay. Now here's my thing. I'm stuck between fighter and barbarian. Because I want to be a damage dealer. And, barbarian seems like he can do a little bit more damage. But I think fighter might be a better one overall, because I can heal myself and junk in fights. And he has more accuracy. So I think I'm gonna go over fighter. If I made a wrong choice, it's too late to yell at me for it now. Now what attack do I want? Fighter's abilities emphasize strong defense and reliability. Most of melee focus. I get to pick one. Discipline barrage? Fighter intensely focuses on his training, significantly raising accuracy for a short amount of time. Once per encounter, speed is instant, so it's plus 20 accuracy. So that means I can hit more, or knockdown, which shoves an enemy with enormous force, knocking them prone and causing additional damage. Targets prone for 5 seconds. So, I think knockdowns are more useful, because if you can knock a guy down, then you can just kick him, and you can't fight back. Accuracy means I can just hit more, but if I'm hitting pretty regularly anyway, it's not a big deal. So we're gonna go with knockdown. That sounds like a better pick. Next. Okay, now I can level up. In Constitution and Resolve, the stats I should put points in. So let me see what happens. How high can you push this? 18. 18. So I could just max these stats out and that'd be it? Like they can't level up anymore? That's interesting. But what would I want to lower? Intellect represents a character's logic and reasoning capabilities. Interaction can be useful for deductions. Hell, I can't read today. It can be useful for deduction, sudden realizations, and problem solving. In combat, it contributes to the will, defense, and influence durations. So, like, how strong? I am at the maximum a human can ever be. Plus 24 concentration, plus 8 deflection, plus 16 will. I don't think I need these things to be this high, especially with the start, because I'll level it up later. At least I hope I will. This might not be that kind of game. Alright, I think they started at like 10 or something. Let's put Constitution at 15. Let's put Resolve at 14. Let's put Might at 15, because that's punching, and I want to punch stuff. So, you know what? 16. Yeah, that's good. Take one out of Constitution. No, Constitution can be high. Resolve can be a little lower. Yeah, I don't really need that. Because Resolve reflects the character's internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and the emotional intensity they can project on others. It can be useful for mental intimidation, leadership, and convincing performance. Well, no, Resolve means I'm good at talking and stuff, probably. I guess. Let me take one out of Resolve. Put in Perception. Yeah. Because Perception represents a character's sense as well as their instinctive ability to pick up on details. Interactions, it can be useful to catch someone in a lie and make and observe a comment about their appearance or to notice something happening in the background. So yeah. Perception's probably a good one. I'm gonna drop Constitution to 14. So I can put one more point in something else. Intellect, I don't think I need. Dex, I probably need. Since Dex means, yeah, attack speed. See? If I'm gonna hit faster, that's probably a better thing. So we're gonna go with these stats. Yep, I think that's a good set. Next. Okay, pick your culture. The Aedir Empire is currently the largest and most powerful force in this part of the world. It is centered around the equator and has a tropical climate. Though the Empire has colonies in numerous areas of the world, Greater Aedir is at its heart and houses the majority of its human and elven nations. So everyone lives around the equator, I guess? So it's like half this game black people? That's cool. That's different, though. The Deadfire Archipelagos. With the Scimitar. Consisting of the nations of Nastic, dozens of almond settlements, and hundreds of lawless pirate-infested islands that stretch along the southern sea, Deadfire is home to brutal boreal dwarves, almonds, and a mixed variety of other races. Deadfire Archipelago is the last stop for anyone headed east, and has multiple As a multitude of monsters, sea creatures infest the oceans beyond, making travel virtually impossible. So Deadfire is pretty much the edge of the world. You don't go past Deadfire. Okay. Located near the northeast of Galfath. The Ixmaltil Plains are a large expanse of fertile savannas that are extensively farmed by humans and Orlan residents. The Ixmaltil culture is one of the oldest in the world, but one of the least imperialistic, having spread out little over the past several thousand years. Okay, what's this one? Old Valia. Yo, I like that outfit. I like that sword. What is your deal, Old Valia? Once the crown jewel of the southern seas, Old Valia is now the crumbled remnants of an empire of warring merchant nations. Counting many humans and dwarves amongst the ranks, the old Valian countries are still forced to be reckoned with, and are proud of their rich culture. So it's Italy. Old Valia is straight up Italy. It was once a great empire, aka Rome, and then it was spread apart into a bunch of tiny little city-states that will mess you up in a heartbeat. So what's Rautai? Dominated by the Alban nation of Rautai, the Gulf itself is host of a number of nations, most of them Alban, Orlan, and Dwarves. Though these countries are relatively young, they are some of the most advanced colonial settlements in the East. The Gulf is a land of riches and resources, those who can take them, though the entire coast is often pummeled by violent storms. The Living Lands. What is the Living Lands? The Living Lands are the mountainous region of a large northern island, renowned for its diversity of plant and animal life. Its weather is unpredictable, and its ecosystem varies dramatically from valley to valley. The Living Lands are home to an assortment of races and a variety of colonial and independent settlements. And the White That Wins. Well, that's the stupidest thing I've seen in a while. I got 2 spears! Why? Tell me why, game. Tell me why you would design a build with 2 spears. What person in his life ever thought, you know what I need? 2 spears. No. 1 spear, sir. 1 spear is all. Okay, a large cracked... I'm not playing this background just because of that alone. I don't care what this says. Let's read it anyway, though. Large cracked southern expanse of polar ice, the White That Wins is home to pale elves and small colonies of daring explorers, outcasts, and adventurers. With virtually no plant life growing in the White, it is home of many hardy species of dangerous animals that forage from the sea to prey upon each other and survive. Okay, so that's why you have 2 spears. You come from an insane place and you're just as crazy. We're gonna go with Italy. Next. So what is my background? Aristocrat. You lived your life amongst the nobility. Your days have been marked by lavish meals and extravagant parties. Your conversations peppered with talk of pedigree and bloodlines. That sounds boring. Colonist. You're part of a group that found a fledgling colony in distant land. Drifter. You never quite fit in no matter where you go. Each new town is just a place to rest briefly before moving on to the next. You're more comfortable on the open roads, traveling the world. Laborer. Your life has been spent in the study of your craft. You trained and prepared, hoping to hone your skills and ply your trade. So like a smith or something? Merchant. You travel goods from all over... you trade goods from all over the world, pairing items with buyers and all kinds. So that means I get some in lore. Artist. You always felt driven to express yourself creatively. The structure and rigid control of others' pursuits is never satisfied in the same way. Dissident. You've made a name for yourself as a troublemaker. Disrespect for authority and lack of care regarding the rules are recurring themes in your life. So dissident means I was a jackass. Hunter. You live for the thrill of the chase, whether for glory or for sustenance. You have made your living taking the lives of wild creatures. Now let's not do that. Mercenary. Blade and battle is your way of life. You solve your problems by pulling out your weapon and applying force. And slave. You've never known freedom. Shackles and chains have bound your existence. Someone has told you what to do your entire life. So wait, if I was a slave, that means I'm an ex-slave now? Let's just go a mercenary. So that sounds fine. Next. Okay, colors. You know what? I'm not gonna mess with the character create junk, 'cause that sounds like way too much work. Let's just mess with these colors. Oh. Red and seems like a yellow. That doesn't look too. That looks kind of garish. Let me see. Darker red. Yeah. Is there like a darker yellow I could go with? Alright, let's change it around. Let's see how that looks. You know what? No, we're not gonna do that. Yellow is not happening in this game. Red and red and more red. No, I like this. There's a red and kind of tan. It's not yellow, but it's not bad. So let me see. My stat distribution. 16, 14, 11, 13, 11, 13. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. In my portrait or whatever? Okay. I'm fancy. No. Asian guy. Angry African man. Knight staring at me in a creepy way. Other knight staring at me in a creepy way. That guy looks cool. Conan. That guy looks kinda cool. He's got the same hair. He's just... I don't know, I like his face. Beard man. Oh, Jesus. That guy looks like he has a mental condition. That guy looks like the dude on the rice. Ragnar. Oh my god, we've hit the furries. Backing out. Where was that nice black guy at? Because he looked cool. We'll go with him. Yeah, I think we're done. Next. Oh my god, I have to go through voices now? Whatever, preview. Oh. Previous, not preview.
Yeah?
Now I am the leader of the group.
Yeah!
Shh! I'm here. Follow me.
Let's go!
Oh my god, absolutely not.
I'll go on ahead. Just say the word. Death to our enemies! Quick and quiet.
I'm here. Leading the way. Sharp eyes and keen ears. I'm here. I'm flattered.
Yeah! Yeah? Watch and learn. Yeah!
Yes? I'm flattered.
I like Benevolent.
Yeah!
He sounds kind of goofy.
Not a sound.
We'll go with Benevolent. Enter name. Ugh. Would it be wrong if I just named him Dragon? Yeah, I'd be dumb. Let me see. Veman. That sounds like a fancy character name, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it works. Alright, let's roll with it. Accept. And we can finally be done with this character creation. Hooray! The Gilded Veil. Journey to the Gilded Veil. What are those? Caravan Master Oldham. The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks.
Wait, dude, why are we stopped here with this crazy nearby?
Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over. Man, don't get mad at me, because I'm sick.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, of course. Which case you'll be dead in a day.
This is some friggin' sickness, isn't it? Oh, it's just diarrhea, but if you don't drink water, you'll just die by tomorrow. Oh my god, that's awful.
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry.
Pepto?
About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
Okay, so I need water and this stupid berry.
I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
He nods to your direction. Sparfle nods and slides the warm bowl over his shoulder. Oh wait, Odom looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky and tense man named Sparfle, who carries an old sun-bleached bow. Okay, where do I find these dumb berries at, old man?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Okay. So, is it dangerous out here? That's a real good question.
Not if you hurry about your business.
That's a real bad answer.
And not if the weather holds up.
What does this say? Your character's attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may all open up options for you in dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior, and other responses will give you a wide variety of choices to select from. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on their individual personality and attitude. Okay. What are those ruins? That's probably important.
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear.
Who are the Glonfothen? That's a stupid name.
Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pond.
Heck's a pond.
So I hear.
He added with a wink. Don't wink at me. You tell me things directly, alright? Who built these things?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Well, maybe they all died. Where are those huge rocks coming out of the ground? Yeah, those big crystal things.
They don't got Audra where you come
No.
from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories.
Okay.
It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days.
Well, you know, if it could still grow, it just grows real slow, possibly. So, I mean, if we want to talk technical, you could just, like, put a rock on it or something and watch the next 5 years. Hey, that rock moved. I'm just saying.
The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Yeah, I imagine soul crystals is probably not nice to watch. Alright, what kind of weather do we got here? Well, that's a dumb question.
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never care to.
Spirits. That's a dumb name. What is it, like a tornado? Okay, let me just go with those berries.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to
I
keep.
appreciate that. He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who would spend the journey night sleeping on uneven ground without blankets or pillow. Oh, she's tough. Cool.
Kalisha.
The
Kalisha!
woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
Ooh, okay.
What kind of guide says something like
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
Kind you can afford.
Dude.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
I don't think she agrees with you on that, buddy.
Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Welcome to
You heard the man.
Eternity.
Let's get going before you keel over.
If this is your first visit to Aura, you might want to watch these windows to become familiar with the game. Okay. Oh my god, your party always consists of your character and up to 5 additional companions or adventurers. While the caravan is camped outside of Glafin ruins, Adama has assigned Clecia to help you. Clecia is a fighter, a class that exceeds in close quarter defense. Using her abilities to complement your own. I'm also a fighter though. To select a party member, click, oh my god, the select circle. Force you to press the number button to correspond to that position of the party, starting with 1 and to the left. Select multiple party members, click and hold anywhere on the screen and drag. Okay, so yeah, it's like any other game. To move, select a character, click anywhere on the screen.
I'd be glad to.
Where your cursor circle will form a wedge. Wait, hold on. To move, select the characters, click anywhere on the screen where your cursor is a circle of 4 wedges. Oh! All select characters will path to their corresponding position in the formation. If you see a red circle with a slash through it, it means they can't walk there. Multiple party members are selected, the action bar is hidden. To see an individual character's option, select only that character. Can I walk now? Yes, I can. Let me zoom out a bit. Oh, I can talk to Odom again.
Go on then, before it gets too
Alright,
dark.
no, I can't. Most of you encounter the world are neutral to your friends. You can interact with them, blah 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 blah. You can talk to people. Oh, Holden has a conversation that opens the store up. Let's go talk to Holden. Who is Holden? Caravaner. Caravan life doesn't agree with you, does it? You look as raw as a merchant. Holden. Alright, I gotta go find Holden. Is that him over there? No, that's a box. Good job. Caravanners, more caravanners. Holden. Yep.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for
What's
sale.
a sundry? Holden. You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by the ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckle. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hadn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Who are you?
I'm a trader, originally from the Adir Empire, but I've been trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
With that outlook, I'm sure you'll do well. Yeah, if you think these caravans are prickly, watch out for those actual Odin's mentioned. Yeah, we might as well try. My thoughts exactly.
Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for the night.
Why don't you tell him about Adir, Fancy Pants?
It's not as big as it used to be, but it's still big. The mainland is a continent northwest of here, but the colonies used to include Raed Saris and the Deerwood. About 150 years ago, Deerwood won its independence from the Empire. A fact our companions are quick to remind me of.
Gives you a lopsided grin and nods at the other scattered caravans. Wait, oh, it's Deerwood, not Drywood. I'm retarded. Why'd you move all the way out here?
Because it seemed friendlier than Raed Saris? My brothers took over the family mercantile business a few years ago, and there wasn't enough for me to do back home. I moved out to try and expand.
That's admirable. He shrugs. Deerwood is a former Adir colony, so it seemed like a good place to start. And as much as I admire the Ritsarans' work ethic, they've always struck me as a little fanatical. Seems like you got the short end of the stick. It really does. But I'm gonna be nice to this guy. Out here, I'm just taking it one day at a time. Alright, let's see what you got for sale. Ooh, I already have my own sword. I don't need anything else. Our stores allow you to trade, and so I know how a store works. I have $100. I shouldn't buy Jack. Ooh, a rapier. Shields. Oh crap, did I buy that? No, I just looked at it. Oh, where'd it go though? Free to train a character. Huh. Oh my gosh, $300. Well, we're putting that back. Yeah, let's just... I can't buy things from him. Except like that no, I can't even afford that. I can't buy anything except like a sword. I have a better sword. Yeah, let's just... Ooh, the crossbow though. Do I want to waste all my money on a crossbow? I kinda do. Let me look at my inventory. Okay, never mind. Let's just put the crossbow down. I'll just buy it from when we get to the village anyway. Okay. Let's get moving. Yo, one of those purple guys. I mean, yeah. Okay, so the Navi dudes are here. More caravanners. You got anything to say? All kinds of beasts in these woods. And then you have the tribes. Tribe called Quest. They're not in this game. They could be. They backed it on Kickstarter. They do a rap album halfway through the game. Alright, I can't go this way. Oh, wait, I can touch this box though.
It's no trouble.
Oh, I failed. I should look at my character stats actually. Because I did stuff, but I don't know what things are. I have 2 athletics, 2 lore, no mechanics, and 1 survival. Okay. So, I guess I know lore stuff. What is lore? Doesn't really sell me. Great. I probably should have read more of the things. Whatever, too late now. We'll learn as we go. A lot of tracks. Is this all from the one caravan? Exploration is key to Pills of Eternity. As you make your way to the eastern reach, open the area map to see what parts of the map you've already been to. Wait, so how do I do that? Let me guess. M? Yoink. Yep. I haven't explored Jack. Let's keep moving. Sparfo!
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Thanks, buddy. You're super helpful. It's not like I'm possibly dying.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Alright, what's that thing? Amdith's Wirt. Whatever. This path winds through a narrow canyon back to the way you came. Where's the word mark?
We shouldn't stray too far.
So this is how we came from. Okay, so that's why there's tracks here. What the heck? This is what timer counts and uses a possible real-time system because you often manage more than one character. You got a day to pause the game, issue orders, and resume real-time to see the orders play out. Oh great, we're in a fight? What is that? Oh, it's a wolf. Okay. I'm gonna... Let's click on this wolf, right? So let me see what's our attacks. Let's try that knockout. So knockout, the wolf. And Kalisha, you just hit the wolf. Alright, that sounds like a good idea. And unpause.
I'm here.
Okay, once your characters have been engaged in melee, when characters are engaged, they immediately stop moving. If they move again, they will provoke a disengage attack. Character will also automatically engage enemies when they initiate blah blah blah. Unpause. All characters in this game, friend and foe, have 4 primary defenses against attack, deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. These defenses are based on the character's attributes, blah blah blah. Damage reduction. An enemy's DR reduces the incoming damage by the listed amount down to a minimum percentage. If you have any difficulty hurting an enemy, try switching to weapon or attack that does a different damage type. Most enemies are strong against 1 or 2 damage types and weak against a similar number. Okay, now can we just hit the wolf? Yeah, we knocked it out. And it's dead. When party members take damage, they will start to lose endurance and health. Their portrait will begin to fill with a red overlay, and the health bar to the left of their portrait will slowly start to decrease. When the portrait is filled entirely red, then the character will be knocked out. Portraits and spells can be used to restore endurance to keep characters in the fight. But health can only be restored by resting. Alright, so we have 2 healths. One's the endurance thing, the other's actual health. What does wolf drop? Fur. Alright, just stick in the stash.
Certainly.
Oh, both of you move.
Yes?
Whoa,
This is it.
sweet. You receive quest, your journal update with information. Okay. Log your senior share of action. What did you do before you came out here? I'm a war veteran. I was a blade for hire. I used to go on adventures and expeditions, whatever paid. I was a constable. What kind of background am I? I was a blade for hire. Yeah, how is it you happen to come here? I've never been good at much of anything else, but I needed to go where there was work. Paid. I got a lot of debt to someone you don't want to be in debt to. I have to pay it off somehow. Let's just say I don't have the most sparkling reputation at home. Here, I'm anonymous. I like 3. Well, we've all got things we like to leave behind. God knows I do. I'll tell you that. Here's hoping they never track us down. Clinda breathes in her surroundings. It's been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Redrick's offers makes a girl think I'll give him. Oh. Lord Redrick's offer makes a girl think I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of the slot? Do I want to settle? I haven't really thought about that. No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way. Hope to meet someone to fall in love with. Probably do the same thing I did before. Just looking for some adventure, really. Getting into trouble. I'm gonna find new friends. I don't think I've ever met a guy whose whole goal of going to some places I want to make friends. I can't say I've met a person like that. Huh. I think I'm just gonna say I'm looking for adventure. You should hook up with an expedition. Some of the bigger towns just send regular groups to unexplored places. As long as you don't mind a little danger. Well, I guess I'm good at killing things, so I don't. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odom, I'll give an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? Calista sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried. That's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. Why? Do you and your sister not talk? I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guard work in Ixmatil. I'll do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me. So I'm here, and we'll see. Odom I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. That's pretty nice of him, I guess. Tell me about yourself, lady. I got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Drywood, but my parents ended up in the living lands. I've got a brother in Roustai and another in Adir. My sister's in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. What are you talking about drywood? Direwood. I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the 80-year Republic Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now, but something is getting worse. With an uneasy trim in her voice, she adds, I'll have to ask my sister more about it. Okay, this is getting weird. Let's go. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfield's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like. What he feels when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. The stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get your water. Alright, let's check the map. We didn't explore any of this. We should. Huh. See? We found mushrooms. Burn Lady. That's a terrible name for a plant. Can you imagine putting that on food? What's this, Burn Lady? What? I don't want to eat that. Is this where we crossed? No. It is the river, though. Wait, Sparfield was like here, wasn't he?
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. This is recent. Not good.
Use the tab key to highlight interactional objects in the environment. Okay. Tab. Camp. Let's go this way first before we touch that camp. Ooh. You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kalisha waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. I got water skin. Yay, I'm not gonna die. Out of the tree emerges Sparfield, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there's a strangeness in his gait. His stride wobbly and he moves towards your labor breather. What's wrong, buddy?
Sparfle? Are you alright?
Sparfield toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in the heat. The feather shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. Oh no. I didn't finish looting everything first. I'm not ready.
Ambush!
Okay. You attack the guy with the shield, I'm gonna beat up this guy. No, not both of us. Just me. Just me. Alright, we're gonna knock him out first. Oh, that's not working. This. Yeah. And you... Oh, crap, I messed it up. No, you're gonna knock out him. There we go. And I am gonna knock out this guy. And break.
I'm here.
There you go. That's a kick. Oh my god, you set him on fire. Keep attacking me. Sometimes a weapon or spell simply isn't well suited for penetrating enemies' damage reductions. When the attack hits the DR, well, I think we did a pretty good job at killing these guys. Okay, so if the attack doesn't work, then they'll complain about it. Alright, thanks for the info. Everyone, murder that guy. Beat him while he's down.
Come on, we have to get back to
Yes,
camp.
we do. Ooh, money. I can't. I can use that probably. Take that. And I'll take that arm.
I'm here.
Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's check this way though. Nothing. Let's check this campsite out. I want that bottle. Oh, I should have checked it out first. Why would they kill everyone because I dicked around too long? That would suck. Okay, hurry up, hurry up. Let's get back to this camp. Run, little deer. This is the— oh god, that guy's dead. Corpse is cold to the touch and the ripe smell waste from its putrid waves. The dark— okay, I didn't finish reading that. Dark crust of bloodstain besmirched its simple linen clothes. Who's this guy? Lockpick. Leather armor. Jeez, these guys are dead. Come on, come on, come on! Gotta run this way. Why the heck are they attacking us? What do we do? He said don't go in the ruins or whatever, and we didn't do that. Oh, great, more people. Two. Alright, same plan as last time. Me, smash Archer. You, Kalisha, smash other guy. And break.
I'm here.
Oh crap, it's 3, I didn't pay attention. Alright, I'll work on him. Shoot. Alright, Kalisha, kick his butt as quick as you can. Ah, did something to that guy. He's bleeding already. Good job. Kalisha, no. Beat up the archer. I got him. Alright.
Stand.
Everything's dead.
At once.
Ooh. So we got a bunch of stuff. Oh my god, put this in the stash. No, how do I shoot? Money, take. Other bow, take. Oh, I just put everything in my stash. Good job. Alright, let's get back to the caravan. Oh god, everyone's dead. The Galfathan leader. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts. Sprayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-spilt logs. One of them, towering severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Hayden, the last of your caravan left standing. Yo, he lived. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. The ruins haven't been sullied by our hands, men of Air Galfathan. Yeah, let's try to talk this guy down, because he's got a literal knife to the throat of our buddy here. Disposition, reputation. The reputation represents how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people, and benign reputations often bring out the worst in other people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in Pillars of Eternity, but if your main character is a priest or paladin, you have to work with your alignment. For the main character only, the disposition... Wait. Disposition will modify the effects of holy radiance, blah 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 blah. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. What did we intrude on, dude? I went to the water. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us. We are innocent in this. Will you not listen to reason? Might 14. Only a fool attacks a weak enemy when a strong one yet lives. Athletics. I can just rush the guy. Stay armed. If I put down my weapons, we're all dead. Judging by the strength of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing your worship was Gawain. If Gawain told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? Okay, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. If you're dealing with a guy who's super religious or whatever, and you're trying to stall for time, hit him the theology. I mean, if we can get him to talk, that means we have time. Any game, anything, even in real life, if you're trying to build time. So we're going to just game the system here and see if we can out-talk him. So yeah. If God told you to jump off a building, would you? The man frowns and motions as if to swing his axe. Aiden winces, but the blow never comes. Instead, the man cocks his head, intrigued. Of course, but he would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept this charge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with the beliefs or because it's what you were told? The man glares. It's always been known of my people. I see. And what of Gawain's edict that weakens... Oh, what of Gawain's edict that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength? You think Gawain will want some moldy, crumbling stone to survive long after their builders have turned to dust? The man nostril flares and fumes. He would not. He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did, just not you personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grip falters on his axe handle, and he nearly fumbles it, affording Hayden the moment he needs to dodge out his swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. Alright, buddy, looks like we're in for a fight. Okay, so it's 3 of them versus 3 of us, right? Okay, then, here's what we're gonna do. I'm charging the big guy. You're mine. Kalisha, you go after that guy. And you, what do you got? Blinding Strike. Blind Strike the boss. And then you're gonna run to fight him. Alright, let's go.
I'm here.
Blinding Strike is done. Good, good, good. Attack this guy. Alright, we're breaking him down. Sweet, it's done. Occur with attacks. Attacks that do damage will do more damage on crit. Attacks. Okay, they're just saying it hits work. The enemy lies supping on the ground, unable to rise. The companions now silent amongst the other dead. His breath comes in a wheezing, fitful gasp. He looks not at you, but the sky above you. Forgive us. No. Barely audible beneath this choking whisper, a wind of "oh no" stirs in the air. At this, the man's eyes roll in the back and closes them. Good, good, the gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. I am not. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric, volatile, unbending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. Why a tornado? Why a tornado? Why a tornado now? You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it's rending you from apart. What is this? Seated beneath the wagon wheel, amidst the howling maelstrom slashed across the chest and bow, Autumn's body stirs, and with a great effort he raises his sagging head. His eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Thanks, old man. We're out of here. That is not your average tornado. Straining against the gale that threatens to pull you off of your feet with every step, you set your hands into the worn folds of weathered rock, set apart, pulling yourself up to the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Hayden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for Hayden and topples him to the rocky ground. With strain, Aiden lashes out against his fatigued assailant and struggles to break his hold. They're close to you. Despite the wind from your position, if you want to throw your weapon at him, the attacker, you'd have a good chance of hitting your mark. Oh crap. I gotta throw my weapon and let Hayden try to fight his way on his own. Oh man. Screw it. Time to chuck a sword. It works! The aim is true and the hit jars Aiden loose. Lurching to his feet, Aiden climbs up the base of the rock. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. Dude, if I lost my weapon and you die anyway, I'm gonna be pissed. But diving out on the rocks, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arm will be jerked from its socket. You hold just long enough for Aiden to stumble to his feet and join you the trembling ledge. There's a deep resonance swelling wind. You feel as the rocks beneath your feet inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust diminishes the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balance. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Oh my god. These ruins are breaking apart, and we're going inside them? That doesn't sound like a good plan. That doesn't sound like a good plan at all. Oh, buddy. We didn't die, at least.
Was that?
Yes, it was.
A Buick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
Oh, jeez, everyone else is dead.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further
Yeah,
inside.
let's keep running. Okay, everybody. I think I'm gonna call it here, because we've been going for like, what, an hour and something? Oh boy, this is gonna be long. But yeah, so I'm gonna call it here. This game is really cool so far. I'm liking it. The story's interesting, the decisions are good, and I don't have a sword anymore. Oh my god, that's gonna be a... Hayden, you owe me a new blade. Straight up. You're gonna... whatever swords you got, hand it over. But that's an issue for another day. Alright everybody, this is Jrock Oni, catch y'all later.